Well, this is Steve Ridgel, and today my son Jodan turns 44. And like I often do in these YouTubes, sometimes I share what I'm learning from the people close to me, and there's a lot I'm learning from my son. But here's three things I want to share with you that I'm learning by watching my son. Number one, keep your priorities straight. I really appreciate that Jodan works hard to keep Jesus first, and then his wife, Jamie, is clearly second, and then his kids, and then his extended family, his church family, people, and his job. He really works to keep Jesus first, and then keep his wife second, and then his kids. And I appreciate that sense of priority. Along those same lines, the second thing I tell you I learned when I watch him is that I'm clearly not in the top priority list. And I mean that as a person. Jodan doesn't put himself first. He's got things he likes to do. He's got things he wishes he could do. And like everybody about 44 raising teenage kids, you think, boy, what were all those things I was going to do? I get it. I mean, I'm 70 and I think I'm not able to do some of the things I was going to do. But you don't do things for you because you do them for other people. And I really admire that about my son. And I look at Jodan and I think, you know what? I did make some of those right decisions. And he does too. And so I'd encourage you, if you're a husband or a dad, boy, it's not all about you. You don't have to live through your kids. You don't have to do the things you want to do. You do for them. So his priorities are clearly pretty straight. Jesus first, then his wife, then his kids and everything else. And he's on the bottom of that. And I admire that. And number three, I really admire how intentional he is. I wish I had learned that a lot younger. I'm pretty old to be learning new tricks, but I do learn from my son. And so one of the things I'm learning is I'm trying to be a whole lot more intentional in my life. Intentional about how I treat my wife. Intentional about how I minister to people. Intentional about my Bible study, my prayer life. I'm so much better with intentionality than I used to be. And I've learned a lot of that from watching my son Jodan. So for all you Christian dads and husbands out there, especially those of you who are caught up in the raising of kids and the building the career and just that hectic time of life like he's in, I think you could do well to learn these three lessons. Keep the priorities straight. It's Jesus first, then your wife, then your kids, and then everything else. And number two, keep yourself last on that priority list. Really, you've got deeper responsibilities than you. And number three, be intentional. So this is Steve Ridgel thanking my son for teaching me how to be a better man.